don't ride for nobody, no badge, no crew. Truth don't play favors, it just come through. I don't take sides, I take time and review. So to put it, let the context break through. If you clean, that stamp stay true.
Welcome back to another episode of In Plain Sight. We got one for you today that will will stretch you a little bit, your emotions especially, and especially your take on how people handle certain situations, your viewpoint on what is or isn't necessarily something that one person can change, whether or not it's something that they're in control of, and your views on parenting. Yes, all in one video. So I'll let you know now that there might be some things in here you might get upset about. And I can 100% understand you're upset. But as usual, we want you to reserve your judgment until the end of it so you can get a more robust idea of what took place. Okay? Let's get into it.
How long has baby been gone?
3 months.
3 months?
Mm-hmm.
There's no none of that. No, I confess.
What? What are you confessing to?
What you confess to? What you do?
Yeah. I want to punch his in the face. This kid's gonna be tough for life.
When officers receive reports of a 3-year-old boy who hasn't been seen in over 3 months, they rush to perform a welfare check at the mother's home. What follows next is a bone-chilling confession and a horrifying discovery that demands answers. As investigators dig deeper, they find themselves confronting a reality far darker than they could have ever imagined.
He wouldn't eat, and I just took it overboard.
What you do?
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now.
Sorry, that gives your eyes some kind of a funky feel, but the next phase of the video is I'm going to let you know now that it's one of those things that might trigger something in your mind, might trigger something in your history or past, people you know. So just brace a little bit.
In the city of Detroit, Michigan on June 24th, 2022, dispatchers in Wayne County receive a 911 call from Child Protective Services.
I got a complaint that a mother reported to her family that one of her children was given away at the hospital. The same mother told a neighbor that her family members had the children. Well, the family members went to the house and confronted the mother, and she will not give up the information where the child is. And there's a concern that the child is actually dead.
How old is the child?
3 years old. There are 5 other children in that home as well.
Officers arrived at the home of 31-year-old Azurdi France, where her conflicting answers regarding the whereabouts of the 3-year-old boy begin to raise serious concerns.
What's your son's name?
Check Allen.
How old is he?
3.
Okay, where is he?
What's her name?
What name?
I gave my old friend, a friend of mine.
Okay, where does she live?
That information is in my iPhone.
Do you have your phone?
No,
You have a phone number?
no, it's in my iPhone.
Where's the phone?
It's not here.
Where's the phone?
It's broken. The only phone I have.
So it's not here, it's broken. Is it broke or is it just not here? Or is it both?
No, it's not here.
How long has baby been gone?
3 months.
3 months?
Mm-hmm.
So has baby been to the plan for 3 months?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I asked family members to get him because I just had a baby and he's blind and he needs special attention. And she stepped in to help us.
Okay, where does she live at?
I'm not sure.
So you gave your baby to somebody that you don't know her whereabouts, you don't know where she lives, you don't know her phone number, you don't know none of that.
No.
Okay, can we come in and make sure he's not in his house?
Do you have a search warrant?
I'm asking you permission. Can we come in and check this house for this child?
Things take a sudden and unexpected turn when Azurdi steps outside.
You say what?
I confess.
What? What are you confessing to?
What you confess to? What you do?
Now, if you think you have an answer, I guarantee you probably may not have the answer as much as you might think. This is the portion where it starts to engage your, we talked about at the beginning, your senses as to whether or not parenting and how things happen and how people handle certain situations. This is where that test is gonna come in. Okay, all right.
Can I talk to you in private, please?
Put that on.
As Azurdi is handcuffed and led away, Other officers step in to speak with the children, whose ages range from just 2 months to 9 years old.
How many of you are here? Four.
Yeah.
Oh, and my baby sister too. And your baby sister 5? You guys, where's your brother at? Can you tell me? It's okay.
Is he in the house?
Right. You can't remember anything? Do you remember like the last time you saw him? You're not in trouble. Is he inside?
Your mom's gonna be okay. She doesn't know what you're telling us right now. Is he inside the house? Just shake your head no or yes. Yeah.
Can you show me? Yeah. Okay. How about you show me?
The officers follow the 9-year-old girl into the home, unaware of the grim discoveries awaiting them inside. Meanwhile, Azurdi makes a chilling confession about the missing boy.
I get my shoes, please.
Go get you some shoes. Go get you some shoes.
I'm scared.
Don't. Listen.
It was it.
We got it. Listen. He
was malnutrition and I was scared to take so
Okay. Where is he?
in the basement in the fridge. I was scared.
Now, when I heard this for the first time, fear. I get that fear makes you act irrationally and all that stuff. But it seems a little bit more than just fear. And if you couldn't understand what she just said, she said that the child passed away because of malnutrition. But then she tells them that he's downstairs in the refrigerator. I want to make sure we understand the context of what has happened. Now, the kid's been missing for 3 months. If the child that's staying there right now, the older one, knows where the child is, it means that they saw, or at least knows about their brother.
Okay, have a seat. Okay. You said he's where?
I'm nervous.
Where's the baby? You said he in the basement and refrigerator.
Yes. I'm nervous.
When did he pass away? How long ago?
In March, the end of March. He was malnutrition and I didn't want to take him.
Okay. Put your foot in the car. We'll get you some shoes.
The one thing I've always noticed about people like this is that when they become like this hysterical kind of way, the one thing you don't actually see, tears. Like they act like this is just a distraught situation, but you don't see diddly squat that shows that it's actually coming from a place of reality. It's more of a, you have to understand, I am wounded too. So consider that before you act on what you see.
One officer quickly races inside to tell the others, but nothing could prepare them for the horrifying discovery waiting downstairs.
Detroit police.
Detroit police.
The little girl told me to.
Detroit police. If you're down here, say something. Detroit police. You guys don't want to see them, though.
Yes or no?
I'm gonna guess it's in the bag. I don't have those.
I don't either.
That,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. There's blood.
The officers closely examined what appears to be a plaid-colored laundry bag and make a devastating confirmation.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Damn. So.
Last time I checked, though, malnutrition didn't normally leave people to bleed out. You know what I mean? Just a thought. Again, if it is malnutrition, like she said.
You want?
Yeah, I got you.
It's
Confirmed.
yeah. The skeleton pants. You don't have to look if you don't want.
I'm gonna look. I got
Sure.
you. Yeah, I got you. I can smell it.
If you want me to pull it back, I can.
That's good enough for me.
Outside, Azurdi offers a harrowing explanation.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I didn't beat him. I didn't. He was malnutrition, and I didn't know who to call. It's not abuse. I was scared.
Though this is the second time Azurdi has claimed Chase's death was caused by malnutrition, she would later change her story during her interrogation and reveal a more gut-wrenching truth.
I'm not trying to sound like a or anything, but I can't talk about anything. I can't talk about the case. The detectives are en route, and they'll go from there.
Where will my kids go?
CPS is coming out.
No. Will family get them?
I can't speak. I don't know.
Please.
I can tell you that's what's happening.
They're on the way.
CPS area, yeah.
Oh my God. No, please. They have family.
Officers now turn their focus to the safety of the remaining children. Upon further inspection, they learn the house is crawling in roaches, and there's no running water or food in the kitchen. In the living room, officers quickly locate the 2-month-old in a baby swing.
Is she alive? Yeah, the milk's just spilling there.
Golly. Here's my assessment of Azurdi, is that there's something severely mentally wrong, okay? And I've never given people this blanket excuse, mental, as the problem. I hate doing that, and I will never do that for anybody, mental or otherwise. But there is there's something to be said about her mindset, for this to be her house. And the family that say they care so damn much, listen to me carefully. The family that say they care so damn much don't know that this lady has no running water. They don't care enough to recognize that maybe she's not all there mentally, but they're there enough to complain to the officials about stuff. They're not willing to. And again, I'm gonna make sure I try not to get on a soapbox, but it pisses me off. But these so-called caring family members only care when something drastically bad in their mind happens. When you could have probably just been there, assisted, helped with stuff. You could volunteer daycare. You can volunteer caring for the kids, taking them sometimes, helping with bills. Your family, right? Enough to care to call the cops. You don't care enough to help her out. That's the part that pissed me off the most about this, is the family's so-called concern, and that's how she lives. It tells me they never went to her house. They've never visited, or if they did, they didn't give a damn about her. They didn't give two shits about her life. The kids could have ended up dead in that environment. A 2-month-old in that environment. But you quick to call the cops, you ain't going to take your ass over to help with nothing. You don't volunteer to clean up. You don't volunteer to help her figure out finances, you don't do none of that. You doing fine. You don't help. All right.
But she stays asleep.
With the exception of the eldest 9-year-old girl and the infant, the other children aren't wearing any clothing.
Is that your little brother? Where's his clothes at? Does he have clothes?
Yeah, he is.
Where at? You want to show me? She just grabbing clothes. Where do you sleep at?
We sleep in my room.
In this one?
No, this one's here.
You sleep in here? Okay.
While one officer looks after the baby, the other children are escorted safely to the back of a police cruiser.
Come on, babies.
Come on, guys. You guys want some candy? You guys want some water? You only got one bottle. You have to pass it around, okay? It's flavored. You guys like hot fries?
The children are given a cell phone, which they use to watch a movie while officers outside grapple with the unthinkable tragedy.
I'm going to tell you now, those kids knew. They have some trauma they're going to have to deal with now. Look, don't call yourself nobody family if this is how you treat them, bro. When I tell you I'm so mad at the family, yeah, the woman did some dumb, crazy, evil stuff. Cool. She started a kid and killed a kid. I get it. That'll get handled by the court. You know the evil part that's not going to get handled by the court? The family. And she thinking that the family gonna take them. They gonna end up taking whatever hate they had out on her, out on them kids. I'm telling you now. Telling you now.
$10 if that kid starved to death.
I don't get it. Look at another kid happen. That happened.
She's ignorant. Those kids are gonna be up for life.
And he vomited.
Dude, I already knew he was in there. See on the floor?
That's, yeah.
That's all I needed.
Well, I seen the bag. You could see the head shape, and then the bottom of it.
How you about to put them in a freezer that don't even work?
I think it was a fridge, like under those fridges.
She's disgusting.
She said she could spend 3 months, right? Is what she initially said. The baby that she just had is only 2 months old, so the baby died before she even had the baby, so she can't really claim.
You can tell it's because they're malnourished.
Yeah, they were very skinny. I asked them which room they were sleeping in, the one that I couldn't even open the door. It just reeks of pee and
Same how
Here's the other thing. Azure D doesn't seem malnourished either. So like I said, I'm not absolving her of the responsibility because there's people apparently taking care of her somewhere, somehow, or she's taking care of her some way, somehow. So there's an aspect, but I'm not saying that it's all on her because I do believe there's something messed up here. And I knew the family had to know this from the first child, but they didn't do nothing.
Starvation, probably.
in a bag.
That's one.
But I was trying to figure out what we're doing with these kids to get them off scene.
As more reinforcements arrive at the scene, curious neighbors gather outside, watching the situation unfold.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do my neighbors have to know?
Huh?
Do my neighbors?
Man, listen, you're asking me a lot of questions.
I'm nervous. I'm
I
sorry.
got you. I know. I understand you're nervous, and I apologize for that. But right now, we don't know what's going on yet. So when we find out what's going on, we'll let you know what's going on.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I want to punch his in the face. In reality.
What we signed up for, buddy?
And now she's all worried about it. Stupid cunt.
Officers contact Child Protective Services, who begin making their way to the scene to assess the children and locate a safe place for them to go. Before they arrive, the 2-month-old baby wakes up hungry, and the officers face a nauseating dilemma.
Before we get too further along, as a police officer, I get that as a person, you may have some issue with what happened with the mom. Fully understand it. But as an officer, there is required of you a certain response when at minimum on duty. And that particular cop tells me that he has a problem allowing his emotions to run roughshod over his logic. So people like that make me weary about their decision making when in the field in other situations. You know what I mean? In other words, he's an asshole, and I don't think that he should be a cop if I were to go to the extreme. But at the minimum, I would hope that somebody would reprimand him for the way he speaks about somebody who could also potentially be a victim themselves and victimizing others because they have no other recourse. Just a thought.
There's no clean bottles.
Just grab it from water, shake it out, and whatever.
Let me check the kitchen real quick. I don't see any. Might just have to rinse that one out.
It's moldy milk in here. She was working on a bottle. Yeah, it was moldy. I was like, I was gonna do it before. Yeah, it was. I opened it and it hit me in the face.
Meanwhile, Azure D has yet another question for officers.
I'm not sure. Shoot, hopefully we take you so I can flirt with the girl for homicide. Nothing.
I didn't hear you.
No, you're fine. You don't need to.
I'm getting tried for homicide.
No, I said hopefully we take you so I can go flirt with the girl from homicide.
Another
Oh man. Maybe I'll do a video one day about stuff like that. Just on its own, where I can give my opinion out loud without restraint to story. Perhaps. Because I got a lot to say about stuff like that. I do have a lot. We'll call it officer professionalism is dead. How about that? How about we do one like that? We'll think about it.
Problem arises inside the house as officers attempt to locate diapers for one of the younger children.
The 9-year-old said that's their bedroom, so I don't know if there's a diaper in there.
More likely no diapers.
No diapers.
I don't see any either.
Like I said, get the one out there right away so the child's in the city and fill it with
Yeah.
Outside, members of the Detroit Fire Department arrive on scene and attempt to get up to speed on the situation.
I'm gonna go downstairs and see what the deal is.
It's decomposed, so.
What's up?
Hey, y'all don't touch up the baby. Okay. Just because of the circumstances.
Well, it's still covered up though with
the bag. That's
Yeah.
fine. I just want to leave everything the way it was. Okay. First guy.
Alright.
I changed my mind. I'm no longer going inside.
When Child Protective Services finally arrive, they determine that the children must go to the local hospital for a thorough examination.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100% because you don't know what they got. If there's mold, roaches, or rats, and you tell me that the baby's bottle had mold in it, yeah. They could all have some sort of diphtheria, something going on internally. They could be all sick right now. Far more than malnourished.
While they attempt to reach family members by phone.
Okay, little ones, I have a question. How many of you have ridden in an ambulance before? Yeah, we're going to go for a ride in the ambulance. We're going to go see a doctor and make sure everybody's okay. How about that?
With the children safely on their way to the hospital, Azure D is taken to the police station for an interrogation, where investigators confront her with the question of whether or not she physically harmed Chase. Her response is nothing short of heartbreaking.
Never hit him. What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did. Yeah.
When? Remember, it's okay now. Just win.
I don't want to be in trouble.
Just win.
I think we're past point of in trouble, whether or not you are. You are. The question from here on forward is how much trouble? Trouble's established. Degrees is what we're trying to gain now.
Yeah, I was frustrated. I did hit him.
When?
A couple times.
I know.
It was a couple times.
Why?
I was frustrated and I was angry.
Mm-hmm. I know.
I didn't mean to.
But this is the time to say what happened.
He wouldn't eat, and I just took it overboard.
What you do?
I started hitting him, and then I kicked him one time. That was it.
Where you kick him at?
I think there's chest.
A 3-year-old you beat and kicked in the chest. Oddly enough, she decides to post about this stuff online. My son about to get his ass whooped. I hit him and told him to stop messing with me. He gonna hit me back. Hell no. A 3-year-old?
Okay, what happened after you kicked him in his chest?
He laid down, and I went to go check on him, and he was okay. But the next morning, I tried to feed him, he didn't get up.
Do you think you ultimately killed?
No, I don't think I could have, but I don't think I did.
You don't think abusing him all those months did something to him?
Yes.
I just want to knock the life out of this boy.
You don't think kicking him in the chest that day did something to him? That's a yes?
Yes.
All right.
While we haven't been able to confirm with records, several news outlets reported that Chase suffered multiple skull fractures. On June 27, 3 days following the discovery of his remains, Azure D entered a plea of not guilty to charges of felony murder, first-degree child abuse, torture, and concealing the death of an individual. While awaiting trial behind bars at the Wayne County Jail, she discusses the future of her case with an unknown male.
I'm going to trial in January.
What type of court date is on the trial?
For me to take the lie detector test.
What they want to ask him about the test?
About how he got that knot on his head. They want to see if I did or not. But I know I ain't guilty, so I don't got nothing to worry about.
On February 26th, 8 months after her arrest, she delivers a jaw-dropping statement while speaking with an unknown woman.
I had the baby yesterday.
Oh, you already had the baby?
Yeah, I was in there since Friday.
Oh, damn.
She was born 8:04 yesterday.
You had a girl, did you?
Yeah, she's 10 pounds.
So that what's her name and come and get her?
I don't know. They didn't even. As soon as I pushed her out, they took her.
Not all mental illness is a mental illness of the kind that limits decision making. It affects it, but it doesn't limit it. It also doesn't affect your ability to know what you did. Seems like she knows what she did. She's just more distraught that she got caught. The second thing that I realize about her is that it doesn't seem like this is an individual that has progressed. That's the nicest way I can say it. She has not achieved a level of brain growth for the age that she's at. Let's put it like that. There seems to be something that's delayed. And I think there are a lot of guys that took advantage of that delay. And they made her feel special, and she felt special to where she wanted to just keep giving them what they wanted. And she's felt no need to protect. And whatever aggression she felt was solidified and codified by folks around her, and it came out in actions towards the kid. Just the assessment I see so far.
They asked for my auntie number, and that was it.
However, we haven't been able to confirm through records that Azure D gave birth to a seventh child while in jail. On July 12, 2024, 31-year-old Azure D. France changed her plea to guilty for the charge of second-degree murder, while all other charges were dismissed. She was sentenced to 35 to 60 years, with 767 days credited for time served. She's currently incarcerated at the Michigan Department of Corrections. While the current status of Azure D's children is unknown, a GoFundMe created by Chase's grandmother raised over $8,000 for funeral expenses and the ongoing care of his surviving siblings.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I might sound like an evil person for saying this. I don't think they're gonna use it for that. I'm sorry. I'm going based on how much care you had for the kids when they were alive. You didn't have diddly squat care. You didn't give a damn. GoFundMe, though. GoFundMe. I will never, ever, ever understand that. And never. Family is a weird beast. Family is a weird beast. There's so many people that say they are, but they ain't. And there are people that are not your family, but far more family. It looked like Azure didn't have either one. She didn't have friends that were family. She didn't have family that were family. She was on her own. And whatever was wrong up here, it was never corrected physically for her to change. And she took that as license to do what she did. So she's guilty. I'm not saying she's not. But to all the people that took advantage of her and all the people that allowed the kids to go through what they went through, y'all a piece of shit too. The cop saying you want to, beat her and call her the C word, you a piece of shit too. I'm going to say it. Call you what you are. That's just facts. That's what you are. Because you didn't do diddly squat to help the so-called kids that you want to call cops on now. Why not just do stuff for them when you can? It's not, listen, it don't take but 3 of you to go over to the house one weekend and clean it up for her. It don't take you but one weekend. None of y'all did that. It don't take you but one weekend to pool some money together to send somebody over to clean the house up for her. Y'all didn't do that. It don't take you but a weekend to make sure that she got running water to pay at least half on the bill. Y'all didn't do that. But you cared. Anyway, y'all might have a different take. Y'all might think I'm overly judgmental, and you might think I'm overly lenient on her, but I'm not. I say she's guilty. She got the time she deserved. But you let me know where you agree, where you disagree. Let me know if you were as mad as I was. All the above. Anyway, with that being said, I'll check your comments later and we'll catch you on the next one.
One wrong move turn the present into the past. I don't ride for nobody, no badge, no crew. Truth don't play favorites, it just come through. I don't take sides, I take time and review. So to put it, let the context break through. If you clean, that stamp stay true. If you foul, that show up too. No miss, no spin, no cover up hype.